start us off.
You could bring us home as well if you want.
No,
Fun having dinner together.
yeah,
Not
yeah.
bad. It's
And
splitting
it's
your...
easy, we just go out, nice, simple.
Yeah, I like that.
I like that too.
I split your wood today.
You
Oh, nice.
didn't get me a book?
No. Yeah, it's good. I'm burning it
I
tomorrow.
only collect the best wood.
I know, it was good stuff.
Left my talus at home.
Yeah, I just put that in there. Hey, good.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, doing okay. How about you?
Yeah, good. Tired. This weather's really freezing.
Yeah.
Don't like it.
Don't worry, soon enough we'll be complaining it's
It's too hot, yeah. Do you find there's more like accidents and issues with the weather, or?
No, like, when it snowed, they got some calls about,
A couple of days ago with all the ice, that was really
yeah,
bad. That
supposedly there was
morning.
like an hour or two at
It
the
was
hospital
early.
where they were getting like, for
Calls.
2 hours, they got 15.
Right, I mean,
patients
that thing
an
in the
hour.
morning, Claudia went to go to work.
For
For
falls.
Falling, yeah. I mean, she came back in, so I can't.
But my neighbor, I saw him
He
trying
fell
to
twice.
salt the,
You know our driveway,
Oh, right.
he
He fell twice.
slipped twice, fell over.
my friend at the VA fell
It
and
was pretty dangerous.
people
It
were
was
all over
dangerous.
the
You go
place.
out, I mean, early in the morning, it was.
Yeah,
bad.
yeah, I took the garbage cans out of it, I
Oh,
said,
don't.
be careful, the driveway is like a sheet of ice, and I'm like, okay, and I was trying to be careful, I was like, whoa,
Yeah,
whoa.
yeah, it was
I know,
bad.
literally it was a sheet of
It
ice.
really was, yeah, it was not fun.
Actually, I was gonna ask Donna if she'll go ice skating with me soon. She said she
That's
would.
good. John Casper is in the house.
You know, there's a football player named Darren Lee,
Oh,
arrested for murdering his wife.
are you kidding me?
Is that
Couldn't
for
make
real?
that up. Yes, it was like a week or so ago.
Oh my
No, like
God.
American football or soccer?
No, real football, American football.
Real football, yeah.
Jeez.
The real football where you don't use your feet and it's not a ball.
Hi.
Well, it is a ball.
Well,
What
it's
was
not
her
a
name?
ball, it's not a round ball.
Was her name Claudia?
No, it's not.
That would have been, yeah, that would
Do you know, and when I went to Israel after college, I roomed with a woman, she was 38, I was, 22, and her name was Claudia Lynn, and that's my name.
Did she have the same birthday or something? There was another.
There was something else that was weird, but
Doppelganger.
it was
Yeah.
weird. We
Did
didn't,
she marry a guy with a strange accent?
no,
No, but I married someone with a strange accent.
yeah.
Okay, shall we begin?
I guess so, why not?
Why not? Okay, page 14 or 46. Yedid nefesh al harachaman mishof avdach eritzonach yarutz avdach kimo ha'yam yishachaver muhadarach yerav lo yedidutach v'nofetzuv v'chol ta'am Adonai eziv ha'olam nafshi chol ad avatach ana el narifana la ve'harod la no amzivach az titchazek v'tidrapeh v'haytalach shivchat olam tikemu rachamecha v'chusta abeno havach ki zekama niksof niksav lirot tiferet uzach ana eli machmad libi chushana
Page 48. So yishenu nekanma pana vitoda bizmiro nari alo kiel. Arbaim shana kut bedor vaomaram toel vavhem vehem lo yedu derachai asher nishbati v'api im yavou ne'menuchati shiru ladonai shir chadash shiru ladonai kol haaretz shiru Adonai Baruch Shemo Basru Miyom Liyom Yeshuato Safru Vagoyim Kevodo Bechol Amim Niflotav Ki Gadol Adonai Umelom Meod No Tiferet b'mikdasho havu l'Adonai mishpechot amim havu l'Adonai kavod va'oz havu l'Adonai kevod shemo seu mincha uvo ulechatzrotav vayrai ishtakavu l'Adonai Hadra Kodesh, Hilumi Panav Kol Haaretz, Imru Vagoyim Adonai Malach, Abtikon Tevel Baal Timon, Amim B'Meshach, Yismechu Hashamayim B'Tagel Haaretz, Yiram Hayam, Ya'alo Sadai V'chol asher bo Ay Az yiranenu kol atzeya'a Lifnei Adonai Kiva Lishbot ha'aretz Yishbot tevel B'tzedek B'lamim B'lenuto Yanai Page 17 or 51. Adonai malach tagel ha'aretz yismechu im rabim narav ve'afel sevivav sedek u'mishpot michon ki yisod. Shama v'tizmach Zion v'tagelna benot Yehuda leman mishpatecha Adonai ki ata Adonai Elyon al kol haaretz meod na'aleit al kol Elohim Ohavei Adonai Sil Shomer nafshot chasidav, miad yashayim yatzilem, or zaru ala tzadik, hu yishrei lev simcha, simchu tzadikim badonai, ve'odu lezecher kodsho. Shiru l'Adonai shir chadash ki niflot asa, hoshi Elohim no uzro kodsho. Lifnei Adonai kiva lishpot haaretz, yishpot tevel b'tzedek ve'amim b'mei sharim. 19 or 53. Adonai malach yeguzu amim yoshev keruvim tanut haaretz. Adonai b'tzion gadol. Mu Adonai Eloheinu v'shachavu l'hakacho ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu. Please rise, page 20 or 54. Mizmor leDavid, havu l'Adonai v'ne'elim, havu l'Adonai, kavod va'oz, hay, havu l'Adonai, kevod shimo, eshachavu l'Adonai, Hadrat Kodesh, Kol Adonai al Hamayim El Hakavod Dirim Adonai Hamayim Rabim Kol Adonai Bakoach Hay Kol Adonai Behadar Kol Adonai Shover Arazim Vashaber Adonai Et Azeh Halbanon Vayar Kidem Kemo Egel Levanon Vesirion Kemo Ven Re'emim Maidai Kol Adonai Chotzev Lavotesh Kol Adonai Yachil Midbar Yachil Adon Midbar Kadesh Kol Adonai Cholel Ayalot Vayecheso Ye'arot Uvhechalo Kulo Omer Kavod Hay Adonai Lama Hu Yashav Yeshev Adonai Melech Le'olam Adonai Ozli Amo Yitain Adonai Yevarech Kadamo Vashalom Yai Dai 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 Yai Dai Dai Yai Dai 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 Ana bechoach gedulat yamincha tatir zerura kabel renatamcha sagvenu tarenu noram Ana bechoach gedulat yamincha tatir zerura kaberina trina tamecha sagvenu tarenu nora dai 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 page 21 or 56. Licha dodi likat kala yadada 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela licha dodi likat kala yadada 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela shamor bezachor bedibor echad Hishmiyanu el hamluchad Adonai echad ushmo echad L'shem u'tiferet ve'litila Lecha dodi lekat kala yadada 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 Pnei Shabbat nekabela Lecha dodi lekat kala yadada 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 Pnei Shabbat nekabela Likra Shabbat lechu v'nelcha Ki mikor ha'veracha merosh mikadem Nesucha sof ma'aseh B'machsheva tzila Lecha dodi lekat kala yadada 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 Pnei Shabbat Kabela Lecha dodi lekat kala yadada 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 Pnei Shabbat Nekabela Mikdash melech Ir melucha Kumitzi mitoch hafecha Rav lach shevet B'yemek habecha Vehu yachamol alayich chimla Lecha dodi lekat kala yadada 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 Pnei Shabbat nekabela Lecha dodi lekat kala Yadada pnei Shabbat nekabela Hiknari me'afar kumi Livshi bigdei tifatechami Al yad ben Yishai bet halachmi Korva el nafshi galam Lecha dodi lekrat kala Pnei Shabbat nekabela Hitoreri kiva oreku mi uri shir daberi kivod Adonai alayik nigla Lecha dodi lekrat kala Pnei Shabbat nekabela Lo tevoshi velo tikami Mati tochachi umatemi Bach yechesu ani eami V'nibni ta'ir al tila Lecha dodi lekrat kala Pnei Shabbat nekabela V'hayu l'shisa sho'asayich v'rachaku kol milvalai Yasis alayich Elohayich Kimtzos chatan al kala Lecha dodi lekrat kala Pnei Shabbat nekabela Yaminu shmo tifrotzi v'yet Adonai ta'aritzi Al yadish ben parzi v'nismecha Lecha dodi lekrat kala Pnei Shabbat nekabela Boi l'shalom ateret ala Gam b'simcha ub'sala Toch emunei am segula Boi chala Lecha dodi lekrat kala Pnei Shabbat nekabela Page 23 or 59. Mizmor shir liyom hashava tov leodod ladonai tov leodod ladonai ulezamer lishimcha elyon tov leodod ladonai lehagid baboker chastecha lehagid baboker chastecha yemunatcha balelot yemunatcha balelot tov leodot ladonai. Tzadika tamar yifrach ke'erez bavanon yizkeh shetulim bebeit Adonai bechatzrot Eloheinu yafrichu Seva Deshenim Verananim Yehu Lehagid Ki Yashar Adonai Tzuri Velo Avlatabo Adonai Malachut, Lavesh Adonaios, Titazar, Aptikon Tevel Shimon. Mikolot Mayim Rabim, Adirim, Mishberei. Mikolot Mayim Rabim Adirim Ishbereyam Adir Bamarom Haidai Adir Bamarom Haidai Adir Bamarom Adonai Adir Bamarom Haidai Adir Bamarom Haidai Adir Bamarom Adonai Edotecha nemnu meod Levet Chanat of HaKodesh Adonai Leyorech Yamim. This week, remember the Artzeiten of Janice Rossman, mother of Naomi Rossman and Talia Rossman, wife of Robert Rossman. Charlotte Zipser, mother of Elaine Einzig. Benjamin Yelsey, father of Neil Yelsey. Henry Levy, father of Mary Goldener. Alec Rossman, father of Robert Rossman. Lillian Nee, grandmother of Danielle Gretz. Those who are remembering yard sites or mourning, it Kaddish is on page 24. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shemei rabah v'yalma divrach yirtei v'yamlich malchutei b'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael b'gala uv'zman kari v'yamru Amen. Yehei shmei rabah v'varach v'yolam v'me'om Yitbarak v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei d'kudusha b'rechu La'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbachata v'nechemata damiran v'yalma v'yemru Amen. Yehei shalama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'yemru Amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav v'yaseh shalom aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'yemru Amen.
Scott. Go for it. We're still debating.
Okay. Yes. Jonathan, I need your faith. No, it's a faith thing.
That's a good thing.
So we have some printing problems, so.
Okay. So Mishpatim begins, this is Mishpatim Online Family Edition, Covenant and Conversation, inspired by the teachings of Rabbi Lord Jonathan Sachs. Mishpatim begins with the following phrase, and these are the laws you are to set before them. Shemot 21, verse 1. Rashi makes two important observations on this text. First, the phrase va'eleh, meaning and these, always signals continuity. Therefore, just as the Aseret HaDibrot, the 10 utterances, were given at Sinai, as we saw last week in Parshat Yitro, so too were these civil laws. Second, the Torah says that you shall set before them, to teach that laws must be explained fully, like a fully laid table with everything ready for eating. It is not enough to teach the words of the law. One must help people understand its meaning and purpose. From this, Rashi draws three remarkable principles that have shaped Judaism ever since. The first is that just as Judaism's great ideas come from God, so do the details. There are those who believe that what is holy in Judaism is its broad vision, justice, freedom, compassion, most powerfully expressed at Sinai. But Judaism insists that God is found not only in the ideals, but also in the practical laws. Freedom is not just an idea, it means concrete protections. So, in an ancient world where slavery was accepted, Torah did limit it, giving slaves rest on Shabbat and requiring their release. These laws did not abolish slavery immediately, but they did transform it, and slavery became a temporary condition, not a permanent identity. In Judaism, God is not only in heaven or philosophy, but in everyday life. The second principle is that civil law is not secular law. Judaism does not divide life into religious and non-religious spaces. That is why the Torah places civil laws next to laws about the altar, why the Sanhedrin was to be near the temple. Justice itself is a religious act. The Torah's vision of justice is rooted not in abstract theory, but in Jewish memory. Do not oppress a stranger. You know what it is to be a stranger, for you yourselves were strangers in Egypt. Shemot 23:9. Jewish law grows out of lived experience and the moral responsibility to build a different kind of society, one based on human dignity and the image of God. That is why the Torah insists on fairness in courts of law. No favoritism, no mob pressure, no bending justice for convenience or for the rich. God is found not only in the soul, but in the public square, in markets, courts, and systems of power. There must be no gap between the meeting place of people and the meeting place of God. The third principle is the most radical of all. Law does not belong to lawyers alone. It belongs to everyone. Rashi insists that laws must be taught so people understand them. not merely repeat them. This idea actually gave rise to the Shulchan Aruch, literally the laid table. From the earliest times, Judaism did expect Jews to know the law. Legal knowledge was not the property of only an elite. It was the heritage of the whole congregation of Jacob. Judaism is a religion of law not because it lacks love, it commands love of God and neighbor, but because without justice, love and freedom cannot survive. Love alone does not free a slave from chains. The Sedra of Mishpatim, with its many laws, can seem disappointing after the drama of Sinai. It should not be. Yitro contains the vision, but God is in the details. Without the vision, law is blind, but without the details, the vision floats in heaven. With them, the divine presence is brought down to earth, where we need it most. Question to ponder tonight around your Shabbat table. Why is it important that not only the 10 Commandments, but also the civil laws were given at Har Sinai, which we talked about? How does halacha's repeated focus on the stranger help form our own understanding of justice? And a takeaway thought, let's see here, hold on one second, is a takeaway thought. As you may remember, our own dear Marty Druckerman was involved in this Apollo space program. So this is from this, again, the same series, A Square Peg in a Round Hole, it's called. In April 1970, the Apollo 13 space mission was taking place. Brave astronauts were rocketing to the moon when an explosion crippled the spacecraft. To survive, the 3 astronauts had to use the lunar module as a lifeboat. The critical problem arose that the lunar module's air filters were square, but the spare filters they had were round, and carbon dioxide levels were rising dangerously. Engineers at Mission Control had to act without delay, or the astronauts would soon be unable to breathe, and they had to come up with something that could last for days longer than they had originally anticipated. Thinking at lightning speed, they designed a solution using only the materials that astronauts had on board: plastic bags, cardboard, and duct tape. They devised a way to fit a square filter into a round hole. This small, detailed piece of engineering, a makeshift adapter, was essential. It saved the lives of the 3 astronauts, proving that even in the dramatic life or death situations, salvation depends on the smallest, most practical details. So this echoes the lesson of Mishpatim. The grand vision of life is saved by the detailed, practical laws and how we live every day. Thank you. Thanks to Rabbi Jonathan Sachs.
Nice. And I just found out one of my colleagues is related to Rashi. They have a family tree in Hebrew going back to Russians like the 1200s in France.
That's crazy.
Yeah. There's a couple of gaps in there, but I was amazed. Yeah. We're on, let's see, what page are we? 2028, please rise. Go to movies a little bit? Or can they hear me? Baruch Hu et Adonai Mevorach. Baruch Mevorach Elam Ha'ed. You may be seated. Ma'avir yom u'me'avir laila, ma'avdil ben yom u'vein laila, Adonai tzavaot shemo, El chai v'kayam, tamid yimloch aleinu li'olam va'ed, Baruch atah Adonai, ha'ma'ariv ha'ravi. Page 29. Ahavat olam beit Yisrael, ahavta Torah u'mitzvah, Chukim u'mishpatim otanu limadeta. Al kein Adonai Eloheinu b'shachpeinu u'v'kumeinu nasiach b'chukecha v'nismat b'direk Toratecha u'v'mitzvotecha li'olam va'ed. Yehem chayenu v'yorech yameinu v'yorech yameinu v'hem negei yomam v'layla yomam v'layla v'avtecha tasir mimenu le'olamim Baruch atah Adonai ohev amo Yisrael. Page 30. Shema Yisrael Adonai Elohecha, b'chol levavecha, b'chol nefshecha, b'chol me'adecha, v'hayu farim ha'ela, asher Anochi mitzvacha, hayom alevavecha, v'shinatam levanecha, v'dibartam, v'shivtecha b'beitzecha, v'lavtecha b'derech, v'shokbecha v'kumecha, v'kishartam liot al yadecha, v'totafot bein einecha, v'ktavtam al mezuzot beitzecha, v'visharecha. He's going. Adonai Elohechem Emet. Emet. Goes on. Page 32. Aleinu Adonai Elohim. Malchutaha baratzon kiblu aleihem Moshe uvnei Yisrael echad mishira v'simcha rabba v'yamruhu chulam michamocha elim Adonai michamocha nedar b'kodesh nohoran teilot Pelham malchukaro uvanecha okay yam lifnei Moshe ze Elianu v'yamru V'nemar kifad Adonai Yaakov ugalom yakazak mimenu Baruch et Adonai Ga Yisrael Shkipin Ushmor tzeitzenu u'vo'enu l'chayim u'shalom me'ata v'ad olam u'frus aleinu suchat shlomecha Baruch et Adonai Hapores suchat shalom aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael ve'am yushbi'al Yerushalayim. Page 34, please rise. V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat le'dorotam berit olam beini u'bein b'nei Yisrael otzi le'olam kisheishet yamim asa Adonai et hashamayim v'et haaretz u'layom hashvi shavat vayidacham Yitgadav v'yikdash me'rabai Amadi v'achir tevel k'bukotei v'chat u'chai B'chayet k'onu v'yachonu Chayed k'ol be'Yisrael b'gala v'zman kari v'yimeru Amen Yesh me'rabam v'vara Olam yomel ma'ya Yiparak v'yishtabak v'yipo arvi roma v'yinaseh V'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal Shemid kudesha Le'ela min kol berchata v'shirata Tushbechata v'nechamata Damiram b'yalma v'yimru Amen. Page 35b. Is this, it's silent, right?
Yeah,
Page 38. Shalom Rahava Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rahava Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki atahu melech adon lechol hashalom. Ki atahu melech adon lechol hashalom. Shalom Rava Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rava Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Page 47, thank you. Vayechulu hashamayim ve'haaretz ve'kol tzivam. Vayechal Elohim bayom hashvi'i milakto asher asa. Vayishpot bayom hashvi'i mikol melakto asher asa. Vayevarech Elohim en yom hashvi'i. Vayekadesh oto ki bo shamad mikol melakto asher bara Elohim aso. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Elohei Avotenu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak Ve'Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel Ve'Elohei Leah El Hagadol Hagibor V'Hanora El Elyon Konei Shamayim Va'aretz Magin Avod Bidbaro Mechayim Eitim Mamaro Ha'el HaKadosh Ein Kamohu Aminiach Li'amo V'yom Shabbat V'sho Kivar Asala Niach Lahem Lefanam Navo B'yirav Afachad V'nodeh Lishmo V'kuyom Tamid Me'om HaBrachot El HaHodaot Elon HaShalom Kadesh HaShabbat U'marek Shivi U'miniach B'kedusha V'yaminu Shnei Oneg Zecher L'maaseh Bereshit Eloheinu B'Eloheinu B'Tzefen V'Charteinu V'Kodsheinu V'Tzvoteinu V'Teinu V'Teinu V'Toratecha Zabeinu Mitvecha V'Samcheinu B'Yeshuatecha V'Tahir Libeinu Le'avdecha Be'emet V'Anchilenu Adon Eloheinu B'Yahava Ratzon Shabbat Kadshecha V'Yanuchu V'Yisrael Mekadeshei Shemecha Baruch Atah Adonai Mekadesh HaShabbat. Page 48. Gadal V'Kadash Shemei Rabban V'Alma D'Rachu V'Machmachutei V'Chaye Chonu V'Yomei Chonu V'Chaye V'Chol Beit Yisrael V'Agalo V'Zman Kariv V'Yemru Amen Yesh Me'Rab Amen Gora Yolam Yomei Yitbarak v'yishtabak v'yipor v'yiramam v'yinaseh v'yitadar v'yital v'yital Hashem yedekudisha le'ela mikol b'krafata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechamata damiran b'yalma v'imeru tikap el tzolahon v'ahon dechol Yisrael kadam v'hon v'shmaya v'imeru Yehei shamara v'mishamaya v'chayim aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'imeru Oseh shalom v'imromav v'yaseh shalom Ahaleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Page.
What is it?
John.
Keep rising. Page 49.
Yes.
Baruch atah Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri yakaven. Baruch atah Eloheinu melech haolam asher kadeshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kadesho b'varatzon hinchilanu zikaron l'maaseh bereshit v'yom tefillah l'mikra'ei kodesh zecher l'tziat Mitzrayim kivanu v'charta v'yotzanu kidashta mikol ha'amim v'shabbat kadeshecha yava'u ratzon inchaltanu Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh hashabbat. Shkoa. Announcement time? Elena. On page 51. Aleinu l'shabeach l'Adon hakol, l'teikru l'yotzer breshit, shelo asanu k'kegei haratzon, v'lo samanu k'mishpat ha'adama, shelo sam v'kelkeinu kahem, v'gor aleinu k'kol hamonam, v'anachnu korim, u'mishachamim u'modlim, l'fnei melech malchei hamlachim, hakadosh baruch hu shamayim. Adonai Imloch Leolam Va'ed V'ne'emar V'haya Adonai L'melech al kol ha'aretz B'yom ha'hu Yeh Adonai echad U'shemo echad. Shaton is on page 52. Yit gadal v'yit kadash shemei Rabba. Bi'almat ivrach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei v'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael v'agalau izman kariv v'yimru. Amen. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yipar v'yipamam v'yisei v'yitadar v'yipalel v'yipalal Hashem yikudusha Le'elam in kol b'chata v'shirata tush b'chata v'nechemata l'miran v'yalma v'yimru v'yeh shalom rabba mishamaya v'chayim aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'yimru v'oseh shalom v'yimru v'yaseh shalom aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'yimru. Amen. Let's see, Bima announcements. Yasha Koach to Mike and to Mariut. And to me, okay, I'm going to do that. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody. Let's see, Kiddush is sponsored by, I'm not sure. Tomorrow it's the shul. Please come participate. Let's see, Jordan will be reading Torah and Haftorah. Mariut will be giving another drash. Be lovely, different ones, so please come. Adult education class. Rabbi, let's see, Resnick is doing that starting February 24th to April 14th, exploring love and death through the lens of Jewish imagination and sacred texts. If you're interested, call the office. Guest speaker Naomi Kahati Bronner will be with us the 28th of February after Kiddush to discuss her book On the Wings of Eagles from Yemen to Zion, a family memoir. And then Purim is coming up March 2nd. My daughter's birthday, yay. Join us for the Megillah reading. That will be at 7 p.m. And I can't remember what day of the week that is. Does anyone know? What's that? Monday? Oh, so it's Monday night then. Okay. Monday night, March 2nd. And then Carnival is when? With the Learning Center. On Tuesday at 4. So it'll be the 3rd then. Okay. And then Shrek the Musical, will be Sunday, March 15th. A lot of people, a big cast and a lot of kids are in it this year for the first time ever. Yigdal is on page 53. Yigdal Elohim Chai ve'yishtabach nimtza v'yeheneh el metziuto echad v'yin yachid ke'yehudo ne'lam v'gam metzof le'achduto ein lo dimutagu v'yeheno guf lo na'aroch elav kedushato kadmon l'chol davar asher nivra harishon v'yin reshit l'reshit tohino adon olam v'chol notzar yorek dulato malchuto shevan nevuato netano elan Anshe segulato v'tifarto lo kam v'Yisrael k'Moshe od navi u'ma'abid et emunato Torat menatan liyamo el yanivio neman beito lo yachalifa el lo yamir dato leolamim lezulato Sofavio dea setareinu mabit lesoptavar vekadmato Gomelish chesed kemi falo noten l'rashara kerishato Yishlach leketz yamin meshichenu lifto mechakeketz yishuato Mitzim yachayel berov chasto baruch adei Shem tehilato mitzim yachayel Berach chasto baruch adei Shem tehilato. Shabbat shalom. Thank you for coming tonight. Thank you.
How are you?
Oh, for you, this is for you, Steve. Too bad, but it's gonna be 50. Like afternoon at 3 afternoon.
I was just on the phone with Matt.
Is that your stuff?
How cold is there?
Just one page.
Like what?
It's not what I did. Maybe it was Saturday. I think it was Saturday.
No, but it's gonna get a little warmer before that.
It starts, oh, summer.
But a couple of inches. You know why you have to exercise muscles. It's starting to get lower.
My house is so open, so.
Find out. What do you think you braid with a chainsaw? You need to feed those guys.
I turned up to 6 inches.
No, I know.
I have to come to shore.
I know, we do, sometimes.
Are you good at working?
Yeah, why, you need some, some? You know what, I'm good now, I just grabbed the one from Michael, actually, and, yeah, but maybe, I'm gonna start splitting in the spring. So, yeah, I got the splitter, so I'll, actually, I fired it up today, I used it in like a year. Fired up first time.
Really?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
great.
Next time, mess around. Everybody good, Tina's good? Good.
I'm sorry, I was just not there. One thing we did theoretical, that would be great. You're right.
It's gonna think everyone's seen it.
Next time.
We were so the opposite. He was like, he was